about climbing mountains. I kind of it's like reaching an extreme, and so I had this question, this thought, just to kind of start the interview. Would you rather climb a mountain or journey to the bottom of the ocean? Which would you prefer?
Depends what mountain it is, really.
Hey, good answer.
That was a good answer.
Keep going.
But
How come?
because if it's a small mountain, then I would probably go for the ocean. But if it was like Mount Everest or something, I would go up.
Would you?
Mm.
Interesting. I would go to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've never been there. I've been to the top of the mountain before, and I've never been to the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Mm.
Great answers. I've always wondered what's at the bottom of the ocean, but
Me
I guess
too.
I also wonder what's at the top of a mountain. I've never been there.
Sure, right. I mean, there's all these new discoveries being made about what is living down in the ocean. There's some extraordinary new, unknown species being discovered. It's quite cool.
Perhaps that's your next film.
Maybe. You'll have to do scuba diving lessons, Ted, in preparation for that.
It'd be great. Let's talk about the film The Mountain. For people who are just discovering this film, Rachel, would you like to give a quick synopsis on what The Mountain is about?
Okay, can you help me? Because I did this yesterday and I didn't do it very well, which is a bit embarrassing. So it was about 3 kids. And they go Ted.
And they didn't really have much friends or like whanaunga around where they were staying, and then they all wanted to climb their Taranaki, their mountain.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that's beautiful though, because I love that that's sort of your point of view. So it's sort of like these 3 kids and they didn't have friends and they felt like they were a bit lost, and then they found each other, and then they go to climb Mount Taranaki. And along the way they discover the adventure of friendship.
Yeah.
The magic of friendship. And they have an adventure. Anyone watching this is going to go, okay, I'm not going to that film. That sounds really...
No, it's a great film.
But
all the words you're saying, magical, adventure,
Yes.
it's friendship.
Yes.
There's a lot of really good qualities to this film, and I think there's a lot for people to gravitate to.
Yeah.
Which it makes me want. So this is your feature directorial debut.
Yes.
I want to start with where the story came from. What made this the story that you wanted to be your feature debut?
So the script written by Tom Furniss originally was about 3 little boys who wanted to conquer a mountain. And when I read the script, I thought it was delightful, really gorgeous characters and everything. But the mountain didn't have a name, and I found that really weird as a Māori woman or as a Māori person for this movie to be set in our country and the mountain to not have a name. And so I thought, what a brilliant way to, opportunity to rework the script and include people and show people what our mountains mean to us. Yeah. And then in order to kind of do that, I had to rewrite entirely the character of Bronco, because Bronco really is the person who helps us navigate that knowledge, the indigenous knowledge.
It's really true. You have a very key role in this movie.
Yeah.
Tell me more about your character, and actually what I really want to know is how much do you relate with your character?
I really relate to my character because my papa actually lives out in the bush, and whenever I go to his house, I love to go out and adventure around, go for a swim down in the lake because he lives by Lake Taupo, and I really love riding my bikes normally.
You really do. Yeah, in your audition tape, do you remember? Because you made it. I thought your mum had made it because it was that good. Well, sorry, no, but I thought an adult had made it, not an 11-year-old. You were 10 at the time, I think. And you put this video together and it had shots of you on your bike, play rugby. What else?
Fishing.
Fishing. kapahaka.
Kapaka,
Yeah, so, yeah.
Sounds like a great tape.
Yeah, it was really great. And it was like quite cool music, electric guitar music playing over top of it. And then at the end you went, "Kia ora, my name is Terence Daniel."
Oh.
It was very wonderful, yeah.
That's awesome. Let's keep talking about the kids in the movie.
Yes.
Because you have a few co-stars that you get to go on this adventure with. I want to know what it was like working with the kids because they're so charming and so just like they have so much chemistry. And then I'd like to know your experience with working with your co-stars. Like and talking about that.
It truly was a delight every single day coming onto set, seeing these beautiful faces in the morning. Any opportunity to make them laugh was always a winning moment. Elizabeth and Reuben and Terence, they were all just, magical human beings, and it was like having an adventure every day, because we had to go to some pretty full-on locations, that required, a bit of strength. Bit of what?
Listening.
Oh, yes. What? Listening to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, but I mean like the locations that we had to go and shoot in and stuff. Like we had to literally hike there with big heavy equipment and everything. These guys were up for the adventure, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Talk about being up for the adventure. How was it working with your co-stars?
Yeah, it was really delightful because every time I see them, they always have a smile on their face. Or if they don't, we always try to put a smile on their face.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like 4 o'clock in the morning when we're up Pauakai. Yeah, we didn't really have a smile up there because it was cold.
Even though you guys had the most comfortable beds out of the whole crew.
Yeah, we had bunk beds.
They had bunk beds. Yeah, we were just on the ground.
Oh, wow.
In a tent. Yeah.
The perks of being a star, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This movie, it's a family film,
Yes.
but it's so interesting because it's a comedy, it's fun, it's lighthearted, the kids have so much charm, but it tackles such heavy themes.
Yes. Yeah.
And particularly when you get to the end of the film, there's this really like climactic sequence on that's really tackling some of these themes. I guess what I would like to know is how you balanced comedy with the heaviness of the themes, and also after that, I'd love to hear more about your perspective on playing your character and trying to extract those themes out of this role. So just talk about the balance.
I mean, I think it happened. It was definitely a process with the script, trying to keep and retain as much buoyancy, as possible in there. But I think really it came down to your connection, the kids' connections with each other, that sense of play the whole time, even at the very end, when things aren't going well. There was still buoyancy there, and I think because we'd had that beautiful arc of their friendship prior to those very difficult moments at the end, I think it was infused into that difficult moment, all of that buoyancy and love. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's how we did it. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things, if you set out to make sure that it's going to be beautiful and buoyant and lighthearted, but it doesn't always go that way. But I think it's to do with the kids' performances. I think it's to do with the music. I think all the kind of elements that keep it up. We also wanted to, really, we have that beautiful moteatea at the end of the film. And really, we have to earn that as well. So there needs to be a sense of a full journey with lots of laughter and love to really land that beautiful waiata at the end of the film. Yeah.
And it certainly is beautiful.
Yes.
Talk about the what you did to extract that emotion out of your character and really try to build that emotional value into what you guys are doing, particularly towards the end.
Yeah, but at the end I was really sad. I won't say why. But I just really thought about something what will happen, like
For real
someone
kind of
would-
thing, eh?
who would pass, like a Māori king.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's just happened.
I just try to think of something sad,
Yeah.
and then really brought those emotions alive.
Yeah. I think you guys were so truthful all the time. Like, you always found your truth, eh? Within the lines, eh, darling? Yeah.
Well, it's such organic performances from you guys, and so it was remarkable. Absolutely. The film is premiering.
Yes.
It's having its world premiere today, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, today?
Wednesday.
No, tomorrow. Wednesday. Oh,
Wednesday.
sorry.
I've also lost track of what day it is.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, Wednesday. Today is Monday. Okay, yes.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's really exciting, and I'm super excited for that to happen.
Yes.
What does it mean to you guys to have this film premiering here at the Toronto International Film Festival?
I mean, so Toronto Film Festival is one of the most kind of prestigious film festivals in the world. Both Desiree and I, when Jason told us that he thought we might be coming over, we were in a state of shock. I'm not gonna. I mean, we were like, really? But even though we love our film, I mean, it's we're really grateful very, very grateful to be here. But yeah, it feels unreal and surprising and wonderful, to
How are
be
you
here.
feeling? You just made the flight over.
Yeah, I didn't really think I'd be actually a movie star.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be like playing rugby or something.
Well, you can still do that if you want, babe.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be in Toronto
Yeah.
showing the premiere in Toronto.
Yeah, none of us did really, eh?
And this is your first time here in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super exciting.
It's super exciting.
Very happy for you guys.
Yeah.
I know this movie's about to release. It's going to come obviously have its world premiere this week, but just a little glimpse into your future. Is there any projects that you guys might have coming up that you can talk about, or something that we can look forward to after this?
So I'm playing a really evil gangster person in a television series at the moment, which is filming in Sydney, Australia. She's sort of like the opposite of our film babe. She's horrible. So I'm doing that at the moment. It's called Sunny Nights. It's got some great people in it, Darcy Carden and Will Forte, and that's been a real delight. Even though it's pretty heavy, and I had to like shoot guns and everything. Anyway, and then I'm directing a series, which we're still working on the title. I'm going to be set up director for that, and that's also in Australia.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
No, nothing for me.
Not yet.
Maybe some things will come up after this film premieres, right?
Definitely. If you want.
If you want.
Yeah.
Or you can play rugby.
Well, you can play rugby, exactly, and do
I would
kapak.
totally watch you as a rugby star as well.
Absolutely, me too.
So, thank you guys so much for taking this time with this interview, and congratulations again on this film being here at the Toronto Film Festival, and wishing you guys in the film the best of luck.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.